Hello everyone. On this short video I will be showing how I personally installed the heater grips. Those are going to be the Oxford HotGrips Touring Pro. Here we're going to be removing the fairings. On the 2021 Tracer 700 we can find one bolt in the front and one in the back of each panel to the side fairing. And under that side fairing there will be the inner fairing where it has a few more bolts to take off. There's about 3 normal ones and 2 big ones. The tank is held by 2 right on top near the handlebar and 2 right underneath the seat. A quick suggestion would be to leave the final bolt from both of the side fairings because you're going to have to remove the tank cover. Now the tank cover, it snaps off from the side fairings, so you do need to remove the tank cover first. And it is a bit scary, but once you get your grip they just clip off, and as long as you keep those yellow tags you can just clip it back on as normal. Here I'm just checking out where I'm going to be feeding the cables through, and I watched a couple of videos where they said that the main harness that runs through the left side of the bike, if you just manage to wire the cables through, you can just zip tie them to the actual main harness of the bike itself. And this is exactly what I did. These are going to be the cables that connect to the battery. And here in a second I'll be cutting the grips, and the decision to cut the grips was from 2 different videos I've watched where they struggled quite a bit to take them off because of the glue, and they also used air compressor to help come off. I don't have that, so I just opted to cut them off. The new grips, the left one, you will have to add some glue in. There's just a little bit of play in there. So I had to just add a couple of times the glue because it moved a little bit. And the throttle one is just pressure fitted and it fits pretty nice without anything else. And you can see when you remove the original ones, there's no glue residue in there either. Here we're going to do a quick test just to see if everything's working.
Hey.
While doing this quick test, we realized that the actual engine needs to be on and running so that the grips can start heating up. Here I'm gonna have to give it some love, because just with the hand I couldn't really push it all the way in, so I just used a rubber mallet very gently to push it all the way in. In here, I noticed that the handguards, they have a little bit extra space through them to put another cable. So the way that these handguards are positioned, the cables from the buttons go through a little slot in the handguards. So I just undid the 2 bolts holding it, and I put the cable through that, and I put them back on. Later on I will be adding also a zip tie just to keep everything nice and tidy, but I just thought to make it look very tidy, to go through where some of the cables already go through. And this is what I did with almost every single cable that I had laying around in the bike. I just followed the main harness of the bike, and wherever the original cables already followed it, so it looks pretty neat. Here we decided where we're going to be putting the bracket, and to put it there we had to just flatten it a little bit, but it isn't hard, as the material made for the bracket for the controller is quite soft. Here we're just tidying all of the cables up and connecting the 3 different cables together, and here's what the Tracer 2021 looks like. Very ugly without its fairings.